Yara, and it is a pleasure to be able to formally introduce myself to everyone. A bit about me: I was born in New York City, and I moved to Maryland my first year of middle school, probably the most awkward and inconvenient time we can move to Chicago. It was a rough experience, being the frequent target of bullying from middle school all the way to high school even. But looking back, it turned out to be great fuel for adulthood because I worked every day to prove to my inner child that the mean and disparaging things people would say to me. My story is a very long one with many lessons and detours that led me to where I am today. It is one I wish I had time to share. Perhaps I should write a book like Lisa Cohen. So I will leave you with the highlights. I tried college and I found that it wasn't for me. I'm self-educated, self-motivated to succeed. My ambition and personal triumphs serve as my accolades. I was a makeup artist working the wedding scene in DC for 5 years, as well as many editorial shoots and independent movies. I became interested in skin science, so I took myself to aesthetic school, became a licensed esthetician. I'm now licensed in Washington, D.C., Maryland, and soon to be Virginia. I recently returned to aesthetics just after joining Rotary, which drastically changed my schedule, hence I'm basically ghosting until today. My schedule recently changed again, so Wednesdays are open to me. During the pandemic, I opened a women's clothing boutique. My college educational pursuits were fashion design. So opening my own boutique is a dream realized. I most recently sponsored clothing for Miss DC for the Miss USA pageant. And early next year, I'll begin offering styling services and wardrobe consulting. I live every day to inspire to some capacity, and I love making people laugh and feel good. I believe one of my many purposes here on this planet is to share my story and encourage people to keep going, keep striving, and forge their own path. As someone who was terribly bullied, once weighed almost 300 pounds, someone who tried on more than one occasion to take the life, to get the life away from myself, who lacked the courage to even look people in the eye. I've overcome many mental blocks that many people succumb to. But even at my lowest, unbeknownst even to myself at times, my disposition has always been to win. And to win, sorry, that's my place. And to prove that those who counted me out, myself included, were completely wrong. So with that, thank you for listening to my story that is still being written. I hope this was easy.